So to break the posture, I like to do a couple different things. One, I'm grabbing the wrists here to make sure they can't use the hands on the hips, right? And two, I'm going to do a knee pull. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest. As my knees come to my chest, those arms come down, and right away I go from the wrists to the back of the head. And then I'm pulling my partner down, controlling that posture. From here, I need my angle and my distance. I can't have my partner's hips touching my hips. So I use my hamstrings. I open my guard. I use my hamstrings to walk myself out and get my angle and my distance. Notice my distance of my hips to my partner's hips. From here, I'm on my side, looking towards the wall. I'm not flat on my back. And now it's easy for me to bring my leg up into my mission control position. Hugging the knee. Again, controlling the posture and breaking the posture, going hands on the wrists, I knee pull and grab the back of the head. Controlling that posture now, I need to get my angle and my distance. I walk with my hamstrings on my partner's leg, and I get my distance and my angle on my side facing the wall. From here, still controlling the posture, I bring my leg up, my knee is pinching into the back to keep that posture broken, and I bring my leg up into mission control. Making sure this arm is nice and bent. I'm controlling with my wrists so I can create a fist there. I'm flexing my toes towards the sky to ensure that I'm leg curling down. To relieve pressure off my knee, I like to hug my knee here. This also helps me do a crunch so that I can control posture even more. Yes, one, being able to always control posture through the whole exchange and through the whole transition. I need to be able to maintain my partner's posture being broken the whole time. As they start to posture up and start to defend, I need to be able to walk my hips out and keep my hands on the back of the head here. Then once my leg is able to come up into this position, things get a lot easier because now I'm using my leg to control the posture. But main focus will be staying on our side and not allowing our partner to square us up. If we start going to our back here, I need to use my hand on the mat and my foot on the hip to walk myself back to my side and get onto my hip again. Hugging my knee to relieve that pressure. I can never allow myself to be flat on my back. I need to be on an angle here in order to attack from everywhere. So starting in mission control now, right? We have our leg up on the shoulders and the neck. I'm flexing my toes towards the sky. My arm is bent, pinching that elbow into her neck. And again, if I'm square and I'm flat on my back, I need to get my angle. I need to be on my side. From here, I'm going to zombie. I need to isolate this arm and get the hand on the mat so I can start attacking. So the first option that we have available is our zombie. I'm reaching palm up. I like to create a little fist here. And I go palm towards me in that elbow. As soon as my hand comes through, I turn palm away. And I walk until my elbow clears my partner's. Once my elbow passes their elbow, I can hug my knee. And I've now isolated their arm in the zombie. And we land in New York in a nice tight New York position. So again, coming back from mission control, once we pull that leg up in mission control, we're nice and tight. I'm on my angle. I'm going to zombie. I create a fist and I go palm facing me. I wiggle that arm in. Once my fist goes in, I turn palm away until my elbow clears my partner's. And then I hug my knee, isolating that arm in New York. Keys to success, again, always maintaining that angle. If I'm flat here, look how Tara can hide her elbow and hide her arm. It's hard to get in there. So if I can get back onto my side, that elbow widens a little bit. It's easier for me to get inside. Also, I find it hard. I have bad wrists, so I find it hard to come in when I'm palm away. She can be strong there, but I can come in palm towards me and create a fist, and I'm nice and strong. I can wiggle my way through and find my zombie. Now, once we've landed in New York, our goal for our basic path was to get the foot in front of the face. So we have to clear the neck and do our Kung Fu move from Show Dog in order to get the foot in front of the face. So from our New York position, hugging our knee, nice and tight in New York, we're going to clear the neck. Waiting for a time that our partner isn't pushing into us or isn't posturing up. Our arm is going to go palm away. We pull that arm out and we exaggerate. We get away from our partner because I need to elbow strike into ear. I'm not coming in and leading with my hand. I'm not going to get enough strength here. And people that know the game, they're going to hide that neck. They're going to pinch that ear to their shoulder. As soon as I pull that out, she's going to pinch her ear to her shoulder. And now I can't get in there. So I have to make sure that when I pull out, she's going to pinch that ear to her shoulder. And I need to exaggerate my elbow all the way in on the other side of the neck. And we go to the same position, just on the other side of the neck. Now we're in Show Dog. We've cleared the neck from New York. Arm is in the same position, just on the other side of the neck, curling with my wrist, leg curling with my leg. It's very difficult for my partner to square me up at this point. If she tries to push into me, I have my forearm pushing in front of her face. If my partner's trying to posture up and I pull this out, I'm going to lose it. If they're pushing forward and I pull this out, I'm going to start to lose it. So I need to make sure that I have a moment when they're waiting for me to go, when I have a second to go. And then when I clear the neck, I have to be fast. I'm always leg curling so I don't lose that posture. And I pull that arm out and I exaggerate. Watch how I move my body out. Because that gives me the room to elbow strike and come back in. Always leading with my elbow. Leading with my elbow. And landing in Show Dog. Now in Show Dog, I need to Kung Fu move and get that foot in front of the face. My goal is to get that foot in front of the face to attack. Our basic path leads us to Jiu Claw. So in order to get that foot in front of the face, I'm going to Kung Fu move. I need to bring my hand closer to my ankle. So I bring my hand to my ankle on top of my foot. And now I'm going to widen my elbow. I flare my elbow into my partner's face because I need to bring my toes into this little hole here. My arm right now is behind my leg. If you can see, my arm is on the back side of my leg. When I do this Kung Fu move, I rotate my elbow around my toes. My hand never leaves contact. And now my arm is in front of my leg. And if you notice, my foot is under the chin. My foot is in front of the face. So if I do that again, in Show Dog, I bring my hand to my foot. I flare my elbow out. It goes around my toes. And my foot goes in front of the face. Now, I'm pushing away with my hand and my foot. I'm pushing my partner's face away. As I free my bottom leg, I catch the elbow. And I sit up as I catch the wrist, wrapping the hip into Jiu Claw. This is our omoplata position and our Sunya position. The further down my hand is towards my ankle, the easier this Kung Fu move is. The higher I have it up my leg, the more flexibility is required to get that foot in the front. But the more I have my hand on my foot, the easier it is for me to Kung Fu move and get that foot in front of the face. I'm always making sure I'm on my side. I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to reiterate it because it's very important. I need to make sure I'm on my side. If she starts to square me up, I have to make sure I get back on my side before I Kung Fu move. Some people are able to do it because they're flexible. I'm not super flexible. So I need to be on my side to make sure I have the room and the space for that Kung Fu move. Once this foot's in front of the face, I'm pushing. I'm kicking away. I'm pushing with my hand and I free that bottom leg. Now that gives me room to free myself, catch the elbow, and sit up as I now catch the wrist. I triangle my legs, and chop my elbow, and I'm ready to finish or allow the sweep. In order to allow the sweep, score my points, get on top, my partner is going to roll. It's going to happen. So I need to slow down the roll as best as I can. As Tara goes to roll here, I'm slowing down her hips and I'm catching her legs. Now when I'm ready to let her go, my elbow is gonna slide in front of the body. It lands on the far side of her armpit, and I'm gonna step in front of this arm. I step in front of this arm, so my hips can slide it back between the others. Now I have my knee pinched into the body, my elbow pinched into the armpit. I'm up on my feet, so my weight is on the chest of my partner, and I'm controlling the legs with my hand, maintaining distance so they can't move out. If I get off and my partner stays where she is, her arms are jacked up now. There's no way she can put me down. So my hips and my lower body jack up one arm, my shoulders and my arms and my upper body jack up the other. One more time. Back in our omoplata position. When my partner rolls, I'm slowing down the roll. I slow down the roll. When I'm ready to finish my sweep, I slide my elbow inside, it goes across the body, and I strap it from the armpit. Now I need to get my hips in front. So I pin this wrist, I step in front, and I slide my hips to the mat. Now I just walk my hips back to jack that elbow. I have both arms controlled. My lat is across the neck and the shoulders of the upper body. My knee is pinched in. Notice how I'm on my feet here, so my hips are slightly elevated. That puts the weight of my body on my partner's neck and shoulders. And now I'm controlling the distance with my hand. Keys to success, slowing down that roll. Very important. Very important that I maintain the speed of the roll. If I let Tara roll when she wants, I'm gonna lose it. So I need to be able to, right, slow down that roll as much as I can. I know she's gonna roll, so I just let her roll at my speed. And then when I'm ready to go, my elbow comes through, and I get my weight on top of those fast enough. She should be carrying my weight on her face and her neck and shoulders. I pin, I step over, and I reject it.